Okay, so this is the new iTero Element, and as you may have heard, it's kind of like a big tablet. So a very simple touch interface, and I'll take a new scan for you here today, and to do that, I press New Scan. And now I'll fill in some patient details. For instance, patient name. I will choose the case type. So you see we have a restorative case type, which is crown and bridge, inlays, onlays, veneers, implants, etc. And we also have some orthodontic applications, including, of course, Invisalign. So I'll choose case type, and we'll begin scanning. And someone grab my type it on. One second here. Borrow someone's. Now that I've found my patient, I'll put the wands over the teeth. I'll press a button on the wand, which begins the scanning process. And now that I've begun scanning, I can simply wave the wands over the teeth. And now I'll just fill in the erasures.
You notice as Mike's scanning there, he's actually touching the teeth as he's scanning. So this is the scan in motion that I was talking about. There's no powder coating, there's no hovering. So by being able to contact scan, the learning curve is, I would say, people always ask, how many patients does it take to learn how to do this? Well, with the one that I have, the previous version probably takes us maybe 4 or 5 patients to kind of get accustomed to it. But with this, I think it's going to be maybe 1 or 2 patients. It's just like using an intraoral camera, and just as if you're painting the surfaces of the teeth.
Right. I may not even look at the screen and continue to capture here. It's just going to do a great job. And what's really neat is if I do take a break from scanning and I go back into the mouth, you see it'll snap right into position. I don't have to tell it where I'm going. It just knows where to start attaching the information. It's a very intelligent system. So at this point, I finished the arch. And maybe I'm sitting behind the patient and I'm not close enough to touch the touch screen. But I want to take a look, make sure I didn't miss anything important. So I'll actually put my finger on this touchpad, and it enables a gyro inside of the wand where I can take a look at different angles and see if there's anything that I'd like to address. Maybe I want to fix that left lateral incisor there, so no problem. I'll go back to the patient, press the button on the wand, and it snaps. I was on central, there we go. And it attaches data. So now we'll go to the upper jaw, and it's the same process. Put the wand over the teeth, press the button, and wave the wand over the teeth to begin assembling a model.
You can basically come in at any angle, right?
Yeah, any angle. Does not matter. So you can rotate the model, the wand 180 degrees, and it will figure out what I'm doing. And again, if I take a break from scanning, I go back, it just knows exactly where to place the scan data. Okay, now that I scanned both jaws, I'm going to scan the occlusion. So the patient just bites naturally, no material to bite through. Place the wands over the teeth, press the button on the wands, In just a moment, you'll see the model come together in occlusion, and now we'll start post-processing. So what we're doing now is we're taking all the data and we're going to create a high-resolution file. So while I was scanning, I was capturing 6,000 frames per second, lots of data, and honestly, a little too much data to show you in real time while scanning. But obviously there's enough information here where we can make decisions on whether or not I captured sufficient anatomy and so on. And in just a moment, we'll then see the full resolution where you'll have very crisp details, very clean. It'll remove any extra soft tissue like cheeks or the tongue. And then I'll do my final review and either send it off to Invisalign or a laboratory for restorative. Okay. So now I have the high-res model. And again, it's very much like a smartphone. I can pinch zoom and take a look at the detail of the teeth, make sure everything looks good, rotate the model. I can even pretend that it's in my hands and rotate it. Add the upper jaw, look at it in occlusion. Okay, so everything looks good. At this point, I press the send button and we go off to Invisalign. Now we also have the option to open the Invisalign Outcome Simulator